Okay, so there's just under 2 weeks left in Q3, and we're about to be in Q4 of 2024. And I'm freaking pumped because we have an opportunity to gain such an advantage on mostly everyone in 2025, okay? You know how we do that? We start our New Year's resolutions at the beginning of Q4, and we achieve those New Year's resolutions before 2025 even starts, okay? Have you ever heard of the 12-week year? It's basically a concept where you can achieve a year's worth of goals in 12 weeks with dedicated focus. And I think a lot of us, we can think about times when we thought about New Year's resolutions, and then you started out, then you're super motivated. A few weeks go by, you kind of lose motivation, and then by the end of like a month or two down the road, you're back in the same spot. And then you come up with the same New Year's resolutions the next year, repeating the cycle over and over again and never actually getting anywhere. However, this year is going to be different because we're going to knock it out before the new year even starts. Okay? So how do we do that? We're basically going to take 3 pillars, and there could be a better way of goal setting. This is just what I'm personally doing. Health, wealth, and relationships. Okay? So health goal, obviously, that's kind of the most common one. A lot of people's New Year's resolutions are losing weight. So that's very common. But the thing is, it's really not that hard. It's just math, okay? And if you stick with it and you're consistent, you're going to be successful. It just comes down to the level of discipline and hitting your goal, okay? So my advice on that would be to take progress pictures. Because why? Because we see ourselves every day. And a big thing with weight loss is that you see yourself every day and you don't realize the progress that you're making. So weeks and months go by and you think you've made no progress, but really what's happening is you're actually just seeing yourself every single day, and then you're thinking that you're not actually making progress because you're used to it. But then if you take those pictures and you look back every month or two and just continue to do that every month or two, take new pictures, review them, and see where you are compared to where you were, you'll be amazed at how far you can go in like 3 to 6 months. If you ever heard of the compound effect, this book has changed my life and it helped me so much with the weight loss journey. I was applying these concepts and I didn't even know it. See, a lot of times with these new habits, you have to actually do the habits before you even know that they're working for a period of time. And then you get 1% better every single day. And what eventually happens is there's this like hyperbola of growth, okay? But you have to go through those times where you don't even see the difference in the habits that you're doing. You have to go through those incremental changes to finally see that hyperbola of growth, okay? All right, so whatever your health goal is, think about what you can achieve in 12 weeks, okay? If you want to lose 15 pounds, I think 5 pounds a month is very achievable and sustainable. Think about how much that would change your 2025 to have lost 15 pounds by the beginning of 2025. And I know the holidays are coming up. Just enjoy yourself for a few days and then get back on it. You'll be so motivated after those holidays to get back on it and start achieving your goals that you are already making progress on. And maybe since you've already achieved progress, you'll actually be less tempted during the holidays to actually indulge more. You might do it for a day or two, but you're like, dude, I've made so much progress. I do not want to derail that. I will enjoy myself, but keep it to a limit, Whereas before, if you never started your goal and you were just like, okay, the holidays are here, I'm not going to start my goal until January, so might as well just go all out and gain another 10 pounds while we're here. It's 2 very different things, okay? All right, so health goals, 12 weeks, something you can accomplish in 12 weeks, all right? Wealth goal, what's something that you can do in 12 weeks that's really going to set you up for a huge 2025, okay? For me, I'm currently scheduled to make about $30,000 in Q4, okay? And that might seem like a lot, I get it, but I wanna continue to push for more, okay? So I'm setting a goal of 60K total for Q4 in revenue, okay? And that's basically just before tax income, so it'll probably be way less after you take all the taxes out. But still, if I'm hitting that goal and I'm applying things every single day that are getting me towards that goal, you know, even if I don't hit quite 60K, if I still hit more than 30K, that's a win, you know? And if I just continue to be consistent, you know, I can potentially hit this revenue goal and set myself up even more for 2025, okay? 3 different projects I'm working on for my income goal. And together, all those 3 things, the goal is to hit 60K by the end of Q3 in total revenue, okay? So that would be amazing, all right? And we're gonna go for it, okay? And that's our health and wealth, okay? And lastly, but not least, it's actually probably the most important, is your relationships. So think about ways that you can achieve massive goals for your relationships in Q4 of 2024, okay? So my wife and I made a to-do list of about 7 things we wanted to do together before the end of the year. I think we need to do about 3 to 4 more of those things. And so it would actually be really good to go ahead and knock those all out before the end of the year, get them done, and invest that time in our relationship, okay? I also want to focus on being as present as possible as a father, okay? Presence is literally like the life hack to life. Like if you doesn't matter anything else that's going on, usually if you're present in life, you have an advantage on most people, because money, you know, it helps, but it doesn't make you happy. Material things, that it helps for a minute, but then you get used to it, and same thing, it doesn't make you happy. All these things in life you get used to. Your level of happiness rises and falls with your situation, and then you get used to the current state of things around you, okay? But if you can learn to be present, you literally can be in a state of happiness and contentment pretty much all the time. Like that is one of the most beautiful things about life. And I don't know if you're religious or not, but lately I've been studying the power of now. And basically, I think that's kind of a lot of what Jesus was trying to tell us, is that the kingdom of heaven is inside you. And if you'll just look around and see the beauty of the world, you can be in heaven already on earth, okay? And that's just my take. I'm sure there's a lot more to it that we don't understand yet, but I think I've tried to integrate presence into my life recently over the past year a lot more. And I will tell you, it's literally like you become a billionaire. I wouldn't know what that feels like, but I bet you there's billionaires that could do more with presence. So that's just my take. But think about that. Or it could be things with your parents. If you're not in a relationship, maybe you just want to go make 3 new friends. Know how hard it is to make friends as an adult. You have to make time for it, and you have to put yourself out there, okay? So think about, maybe you could make 3 new friends over Q3. Maybe even just 1. Maybe just 1 would be great. I feel you. I hear you. Why is it so hard to make friends now? All right. And then lastly, if your parents are still around, call your parents, man. Like, they've done so much for you. They sacrificed so much for you. They've tried to always put you first, try to give you the best life they possibly can. Just give them a call like once a week or something to check in. I know I can personally be better about this. And my dad and mom are getting older, so that's a big goal for me. I told my mom, let's try to start connecting like once a week or so. And so that's kind of my goal with my mom and dad, is to like talk to them about once a week at least, and make sure that I'm not just texting like, hey, here's a cool picture. I'm actually dedicating time to have a conversation with the people who put me on this earth and dedicated so much time and sacrificed so much to give me the best life I possibly can. And I'm in such a good spot because of their sacrifices and the hard work that they've taught me. Like, life is beautiful. Just look around, be present, love life. It's really awesome, you know? I mean, it sounds basic, but it really is. Just be present and think about like, how can you go ahead into 2025 with an advantage of thinking like, I've already hit all my resolutions, and I'm not even thinking on like a 1-year timeline to hit these next 2025 goals. I'm gonna hit them in Q1 of 2025. And it all starts with putting forth that effort with 3 amazing goals in 2024. So I really, really hope this video helped you. If you vibe with it, press one of the buttons below, like, subscribe, whatever. I try not to ask for followers, try to earn them. So if this video earned your subscription, cool. Hit me up with a comment, give me some feedback if you can. Really helps me, you know, even if it's mean, it also helps me. I know I have a big forehead, so Appreciate it. All right, y'all have a great day and a great Q4. I'll see you soon.